China's military modernization program continues its relentless advance. This progress is visibly demonstrated by consistent and substantial increases in its national defense budget. These financial commitments underscore a clear strategic intent. The People's Republic of China is investing heavily in transforming the People's Liberation Army, or PLA, into a force capable of meeting its evolving national security interests and global ambitions. This sustained growth in military spending has captured international attention. It raises important questions about the ultimate aims of this expansion and its potential impact on the existing global order. The scale and pace of this financial dedication signal a long-term vision. For the year 2025, China announced a significant 7.2% increase in its defense budget. This brings the total figure to approximately 1.784665 trillion yuan, which translates to roughly $249 billion. This marks the 10th consecutive year of single-digit percentage growth. This consistency is noteworthy, as similar 7.2% increases were also seen in 2024 and 2023. Such a pattern suggests a carefully managed and deliberate approach to military expansion. It is not a sudden surge but rather a sustained multi-year effort. This steady escalation allows for systematic planning and phased development of advanced military capabilities across all branches of the PLA. Globally, China's military spending now ranks as the second largest in the world. It is surpassed only by the United States. This position reflects China's growing economic power and its willingness to translate that wealth into hard military power. Chinese officials maintain that this spending is defensive in nature. They assert it is necessary to safeguard national sovereignty and territorial integrity. Furthermore, Beijing points out that its defense spending has been kept below 1.5% of its gross domestic product or GDP for the last decade. This figure, they argue, is lower than the global average, which stands around 2.4% of GDP. Despite official narratives emphasizing defensive postures, the sheer scale of investment supports comprehensive modernization. President Xi Jinping has consistently pushed for major military reforms. These reforms aim to create a more agile, technologically advanced, and integrated fighting force. Part of this drive has included the removal of senior military leaders to ensure alignment with these modernization goals. The budget also covers routine training exercises which require substantial funding. It also allocates resources for troop welfare, recruitment of skilled personnel, and advanced training programs, all essential components of building a world-class military. Forging a modern arsenal, naval and aerial might. The People's Liberation Army Navy, or PLAN, has undergone a remarkable transformation. It has evolved from a coastal defense force into a globally recognized maritime power. Indeed, China already possesses the world's largest navy by number of vessels. This numerical strength is increasingly being matched by technological sophistication and enhanced operational capabilities. The focus is clearly shifting from merely protecting China's immediate shores to projecting power further afield. This includes safeguarding vital sea lanes of communication and supporting China's expanding overseas interests. The development reflects a grand strategy for maritime dominance in key regions. A cornerstone of this naval expansion is the development of a modern aircraft carrier fleet. China's third aircraft carrier, the Fujian, commenced its sea trials in May 2024. This vessel is particularly significant as it is equipped with advanced electromagnetic catapults, a technology previously mastered by few nations. The Fujian is anticipated to formally enter service in 2025, substantially boosting the plan's power projection capabilities. Furthermore, reports indicate that a fourth aircraft carrier is already under development. This demonstrates a clear commitment to establishing a formidable carrier strike group capacity, enabling sustained operations far from mainland China. Beyond aircraft carriers, China is also making significant strides in other advanced naval platforms. The Sichuan, described as the world's first amphibious assault ship equipped with electromagnetic catapults, was launched in December 2024. It is expected to begin its own trials in 2025. Such vessels greatly enhance China's ability to conduct expeditionary operations and amphibious landings. This development is particularly watched in the context of regional security, including potential contingencies related to Taiwan. The combination of carriers and advanced amphibious ships signals a comprehensive approach to naval power. The People's Liberation Army Air Force, or PLADF, is undergoing a parallel modernization. The aim is to transform it into a strategic force capable of both defensive and offensive operations over extended ranges. A key element of this is the introduction of advanced aircraft. The J-35A, China's second type of domestically produced stealth fighter jet, made its public debut at Airshow China 2024. It is anticipated to enter mass production in 2025. The defense budget explicitly supports high-tech advancements, including the development and procurement of such stealth fighters, alongside improvements in electronic warfare and long-range strike capabilities. Expanding Horizon's strategic ambitions and regional flashpoints. China's military buildup is intrinsically linked to its broader strategic goals. A primary objective is the ability to project power far from its shores. This represents a significant evolution from its past doctrine, which was more inwardly focused. The People's Liberation Army is now actively developing capabilities to operate effectively in distant theaters. This includes establishing logistical support and gaining operational experience in diverse maritime environments. The Navy is explicitly moving from a strategy of offshore waters defense to one of open seas protection, indicating a truly global ambition for its maritime forces and presence. One of the most prominent strategic objectives underpinning China's military expansion is the assertion of control over Taiwan. Beijing views Taiwan as a renegade province and has never renounced the use of force to achieve reunification. Premier Li Qiang recently emphasized a preference for a peaceful solution to the Taiwan issue. However, he also firmly stated opposition to Taiwan's formal independence. The PLA regularly conducts military activities near Taiwan, deploying aircraft and naval vessels in shows of force. These actions serve as a constant reminder of Beijing's claims and its growing capability to act upon them. The South China Sea is another critical area where China's strategic ambitions are evident. Beijing claims vast swaths of this vital waterway, often in conflict with the claims of several Southeast Asian nations. To bolster its position, the PLA has constructed extensive military bases on artificial islands it has built in the region. These outposts are equipped with runways, hangars, radar systems, and missile emplacements. They significantly enhance China's ability to monitor and control activities in the South China Sea, contributing to heightened regional tensions and concerns about freedom of navigation. Beyond these specific flashpoints, China is increasing its military presence in other international waters. For instance, in February 2025, the PLA Navy conducted extensive military drills in the Tasman Sea, near Australia and New Zealand. These exercises involved 3 warships conducting live-fire exercises and were considered unprecedented in their scale and proximity to these nations. Such deployments, along with the development of a global network of logistical support points, reflect ambitions to develop a truly global navy. Chinese officials have indicated that more naval exercises in international waters can be expected as the plan matures. Global ripples, international reactions, and economic underpinnings. The rapid growth of China's military capabilities has not gone unnoticed by the international community. Regional powers and global actors are closely monitoring these developments, leading to a range of responses. Australia, for example, has expressed significant concerns. Australian Defence Minister Richard Marles has urged China to provide greater transparency regarding its military modernization and its deployment intentions. In response to China's buildup, Australia plans to significantly boost its own missile defense capabilities. It also intends to increase its defense spending from 2% of GDP to 2.4% by the early 2030s. The United States, historically the dominant military power in the Asia-Pacific, views China's rise as a primary strategic challenge. The U.S. Defense Department has been tracking China's military ambitions for decades. As far back as its 2004 report, it highlighted China's growing capabilities to conduct operations beyond its immediate periphery. The U.S. continues to maintain a strong military presence in the region. It also strengthens alliances with countries like Japan, South Korea, and Australia, partly as a counterbalance to China's growing influence. The U.S. military budget itself remains the world's largest, at approximately $895 billion for 2025. Economic factors are fundamental enablers of China's military expansion. The country's sustained economic growth over several decades has provided the financial resources necessary for such a large-scale modernization effort. For 2025, China's economic growth target is set at around 5%. While this is a more modest rate compared to previous decades, it still provides a substantial base for continued investment in defense. The ability to allocate significant funds to military development while also pursuing other national priorities showcases the strength and scale of the Chinese economy. The implications of China's military growth are complex and multifaceted. On one hand, Beijing frames its buildup as a necessary step for national defense and protecting its legitimate interests in a changing world, a form of peaceful progress. On the other hand, many observers see it as a power play, challenging the existing regional and global order, and potentially increasing the risk of conflict, especially concerning Taiwan and the South China Sea. The expansion of China's nuclear arsenal, also supported by the budget, adds another layer of complexity to this dynamic, ensuring that China's military trajectory will remain a central issue in international security for the foreseeable future. I hope you like and subscribe to this channel. Thanks, see you in the next video.